A beautiful day in La Costa, California. This is the Omni La Costa Resort and Spa, the site of this match. 2018 World Team Tennis presented by Geico. The Breakers take on the home team, San Diego Aviators. I'm Ben Ricardo. With me, Leif Shirus, and we're in the thick of this season in the WTT. And there you get the standings, Leif. Yeah,
hugely important match for San Diego and for Orange County if either of them have a thought of joining the Freedoms to play for the King Trophy this year.
So to summarize the standings, take care of the moment. That is the key. For the Breakers, they're going to have Yanina Wickmayer, Andre Klepash, Darren King, and Marcelo Di Molinier.
Yeah, the Aviators bring out Marcus Willis. He's going to be John Lloyd's closer again, and they're always strong in the doubles with Grunewald and Matkowski.
That was the lineup presented by Wilson, and the order of play, and a lot of psychology here. We'll get into that later on.
Yeah, John Lloyd picking men's doubles, women's singles, mixed doubles, women's doubles, and men's singles. So the doubles will start things off here at La Costa.
So we are set to go. And there you got 2018 World Team Tennis coming up. Men's doubles, King, Molinier, Matkowski, and Willis will be back with the opening toss right after this.
I woke up in Memphis and told people about Geico. How they could save 15% or more, but by just calling or going online to geico.com. Sorry, are you gonna... Every time.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
WTT.TV is brought to you by Wilson. Get the best gear in the game. By DecoTurf, official tennis court surface of World Team Tennis and the official surface of the U.S. Open since 1978. By Forevermark. Less than 1% of the world's diamonds are worthy of the Forevermark inscription. Forevermark, a diamond is forever. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
The sun has gone down. Now it's absolutely perfect, Leaf, as far as the heat, the temperature, humidity, whatever you want. No excuses here. Time to let it rip.
Yeah, no, this is a brilliant setting. Always is, seemingly, in San Diego. The weather is playing its part. And we'll see what kind of part this man can play. Darren King, who's a substitute for the Orange County Breakers late in the season.
From Barbados?
That's right. It was Marcin Matkowski. He's really a standout doubles performer. He's from Poland, and he's been really the cornerstone for the Aviators in doubles this season.
So the 43rd season of World Team Tennis at 22 days, 43 matches in 6 markets. A daunting task, and so far it's gone so smoothly, and it's been an absolute blast. And you're talking about those standings right there. Now, the big thing is, I mean, Philadelphia Freedom have been the surprise. They just have just kind of been a runaway train the way they've played, and a nice matchup, especially King, their singles player.
Yeah, no, it's amazing how many Kings we have in Billie Jean Kingsley. We've got Vanya King playing for the Lasers. We've got Kevin King playing for the Freedoms, and tonight we've got Darren King.
So Darren King
for the Aviators.
And the Philadelphia Freedom, look at that, 10-1 record for the Aviators. That's why it's so important to be in the moment. Take care of your own.
Yeah.
Take care of your own and let it go.
Yeah, exactly. They've been good in every, phase of play. 10 wins, that means everyone is making a contribution.
World Team Tennis presented by Geico. Here's the official format teams. 2 men, 2 women, 1 coach, 5 sets, singles, doubles, mixed doubles, then sets to 5 games, 9-point tiebreaker, a 4-4. Home team coach picks the order of play and also the mixing it up. And this is psychology to that as far as they're deciding to go here with the doubles, the men's double, no ad scoring, cumulative scoring, game scoring, substitutions are allowed, lets are in play. So Marcus Willis is going to start it off, men's doubles. Just missing down that tee serve. Right into the body of Darren King.
Yeah, Willis and Matkowski form a pretty nice team. Matkowski is the power player, the right-hander. Hits, returns heavy, big serves. Marcus Willis, the left-hander, he's got a little more guile, a little more finesse. He plays with a lot of angle and a lot of spin. And you can see he opens up parts of the court nicely where Matkowski can finish.
Comes in with that backhand right down the middle, created that opening for himself. We're looking at 2-zip with Willis to serve. Watch him to go right down that tee. And he gave it to Matkowski where he wanted it, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, Darian King making some nice contact on the return. Anticipating that one to his two-hander.
2-1. Little change-up right there. King, Willis choosing to go down that tee, getting the signals now from Matkowski. Second serve. Demolinaire tried to go to the net man. Matkowski found the net instead. It is now 3-1, and good service game so far by Marcus Willis.
Yeah, he's got a nice serve, heavy with spin. Not easy to get a good clean strike on the ball.
Matkowski puts him down. And Willis, tremendous service game, really doing a good job of setting up his partner, Marcin Matkowski from Poland.
And he's all about variety. He hit different parts of the service box with different spins, and that last one was flat and heavy out to King's forehand. So a good server is like a good pitcher in baseball. He's going to throw a lot of different pitches, different speeds and spins. Willis
and I
putting that on display.
watched him practice those spins. It was amazing before practice. It was one right after the other. Tremendous touch, 103-mile-an-hour serve. Willis finds the purple area.
Yeah, that one dropping right on the line. You'll notice tonight we don't have any lines, people. We have Hawkeye Live.
And a great backhand, two-hand backhand by Matkowski. Tremendous angle created with that. Do try it at home, folks. Do try it at home.
Yeah, if you can find the outside edge of the ball, you can create some angle like that. And, of course, Matkowski is very powerful. Got himself in a good position to make his hands and his swing work for him.
Marcelo Demolinaire. And there's King taking the middle. Demolinaire doing a great job of setting him up. Great angle by Darren King. Skying up there. It is 1-2. Demolinaire to serve. He went to the backhand of Matkowski last time and he paid for it. Tried to go over King and said, no, I got a vertical game. Climbed the heights.
Sure does. King is an excellent athlete. You'll see his great speed on display, not only moving back, but side to side.
I went to college with a guy, Herbie Dobbins, at a 42-inch vertical leap. Demolinaire now to serve, 2-2. And that is a blast! That thing came off a B-52, left a dent on the court right there.
All right, post.
He's 6 feet 3 inches tall. He's out of Brazil. Well, he's got a French last name, Demolinaire, and he's got an Italian middle name. He's a global superstar is what he is. Won his first ATP World Tour title this year in doubles.
Another big serve. So Demolinaire ends up serving very, very well, overpowering the Aviators, and we're now 1-1 in overall score.
Yeah, it's a nice recovery when you're down love two. You don't have sort of the wiggle room of getting to deuce and playing deuce sad, deuce sad. You really have to get that love 2 point, and he did well. First serves to help him get out of trouble.
And the way to get yourself out of that situation, folks, just remember, he had the serve, and you can control the match with that serve. Matkowski serving in the soft hands of Marcus Willis at the net as King returned out. One zip. People love to attack the backhand of de Molinaire up high. Get that kick into the outside. And good job by King sending it right down the middle. Yeah, Matkowski got that with a grip on his grip.
Yeah, it was good doubles from the breakers. You know, they got a short ball, and when you have that kind of situation, keep moving forward, keep applying the pressure. King did a wonderful job of that. Got right on top of the net to finish it with that forehand volley.
1-1. And great move right there by de Molinaire.
Yeah, it sure was. He's got long arms, so when he makes a step out to the middle, he can also make that full stride over to his right. That's a wonderful combination. You like to see that in doubles teams. Obviously the chemistry, but also how they work together on the moves to the middle.
And you notice these folks, they do not play sides. They play advantage ball. 1-2.
Matkowski struggling to get that first serve in now.
How about that for a touch? That is net worth at its best. Marcus Willis.
Yeah, I guess if you're talking about net worth, you could say that that volley was money because he touched it beautifully, took all the pace off it, and just dropped it over the net, and that's really his expertise.
It really
Finesse.
is. 2-2, Matkowski to serve. And tremendous get by de Molinaire after that little drop, AM, PM. Willis finding it real early.
Yeah, I think when you're playing against Marcus Willis and he's at the net, when you hit your shot, you've got to move forward because Willis likes to drop the ball short, so you have to be ready for that. Anticipate that move.
3-2. Boy, he is struggling with that first serve. Second serve. But that is a great combination because if you go wide to the backhand of de Molinaire, there is the lefty with that forehand right in the middle.
Yeah, it really is a good combination when you have a combination of right-hander, left-hander. You think of Peter Fleming, John McEnroe, Martina Navratilova, and Pam Shriver.
Who was Leaf's partner? Did you have a lefty?
Well, no one really wanted to play with me, but I did try to. I had some good doubles partners. But that's the thing, you've got to find players you're comfortable with, the chemistry, the personality, but also, you know, who you're in sync with in terms of your style.
King with a great serve right down the tee. Willis having trouble with it, sends it long.
I was thinking about Mark Woodford and Todd Woodbridge, two Australians who won 9 Wimbledons. They're in the Hall of Fame. Right-hander, left-hander combination. Of course, Rod Laver, a lefty with any Aussie right-hander, was a pretty good team.
Could not put it out of the reach of the 6'3" Marcelo de Molinaire, and he crushes it.
Yeah, I just don't think the lob is working. You know, you've got to get the ball down at these guys' feet. Get them closer to the net and then work the lob.
2-zip. King serving. Willis wanted to go at the net person. Gets the net instead. So it is now 3-zip, and all of a sudden, King a little bit of a surprise with that serve, having good success, leading 3-zip now. And good move again by de Molinaire. De Molinaire. So we are tied up at 2-2 in the overall score. We'll be back with more right after this.
Still nervous about finding a new apartment?
Yeah, but popping these things really helps me relax. Please don't. I'm saving those for later.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about renter's insurance. Just go to geico.com.
Geico helps with renter's insurance. It's good to know.
Been doing it for years.
That's really good to know. I'll check them out.
Get to know Geico and see how easy homeowners and renters insurance can be.
A tennis league built on innovation, passion, and respect moves into the digital video age. For the first time, fans around the globe can stream every match from the World Team Tennis season on our new channel, WTT.tv, completely free. Watch major champions and rising stars come together to compete for the coveted King Trophy.
So many great points in this one.
This summer, watch the entire season at WTT.tv, presented by Geico.
Second serve for Willis. And just missing his king. Wanted that line on Matkowski. Trying to keep him honest. You see the Hawkeye? Tremendous angle. Marcus Willis finding that AM PM. That's open 24 hours. You just got to find it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you hit the ball to Willis, you better start moving forward. I mean, you just can't wait behind the baseline. He's going to take advantage of the short part of the court.
Well, if one isn't hard enough, you get another one. That one you hit harder. Matkowski at the net. A great serve by Willis. King on the return.
Yeah, Matkowski's a great doubles player over the years.
Full extension. 3-zip.
Remember, he's playing in his rookie season. He's Matkowski, a former world number 7, 17 career doubles titles.
And De Molinaire way out in front of that. Sends it down the line. A little Linda Ronstadt Blue Bayou.
Aviators at 3-1.
3-1. And the big lefty comes in with that forehand. King put it up. Great service game, second time now for Marcus Willis. Let's see if he can bring that to the singles play.
Yeah, exactly. Well, De Molinaire hit that smash right at Willis and hit him with it. And again, it's just business. It's nothing personal. You got to put that aside and concentrate on getting it done.
It measures 36 by 78. You're entitled to hit it anywhere you want to. Second. The 6'3" Brazilian, De Molinaire. And that kick. Willis a little loose with that grip.
Yeah, he tried to chip it, and I think he just let the ball play him a little bit. You know, you want to be a little more active with your body if you have time, and he had time. You can say he's just missing the hit. You can see him talking to himself. Always trying to find ways to improve your play out here.
1-zip. De Molinaire to serve. Wicked outside kicking serve. My goodness. All Matkowski could do was bat an eyelash.
These guys are having a good time, you know, and there's a lot of pressure out here in World Team Tennis, but these guys look loose. They're motivated. They're going to go for the win tonight.
2-zip. And this is a fast court, Leaf.
Not really.
Second. Another return attacking the forehand of Willis is De Molinaire.
All right, folks, let's hear it for your San Diego Aviators right here.
So it is 3-zip, and the crowd now starting to get into it. Same place, same station, same results. De Molinaire going wide on Matkowski and gets it.
Yeah, you can hear Chris Wilson is the man in the chair calling the score, 3 games all. And this is the best I've seen Demoliner serve this season. He's in a good rhythm. He's nice and relaxed. If you're not loose, that serve can be a little stiff, and I think he's just finding the right sort of formula tonight.
Let's see if Matkowski can loosen up. He looked a bit tight the last time he served.
Yeah,
overall score, it is 3-3. $105-mile-an-hour serve. King not able to hand it, sends it in the net.
And when guys are missing their first serve as frequently as Matkowski, you got to make him pay for that. You got to get balls in play. You know, don't allow him free points where he can be loose and free swinging.
1-0. 135-mile-an-hour crusher.
That was a crusher. Hit that beautifully.
I think now we got a Geico timeout. John Lloyd to talk to his two guys, Matkowski and Willis. Rick Leach is going to talk to Demoliner and King. And they do look loose. Look at Demoliner. He's having a great time.
Yeah, and that's part of it, is trying to find a comfortable place amidst all the pressure. You know, you have the expectation of playing well from yourself, also your teammates, your coach, but also the people who support the team. You've got ownership, you've got the fans in the stands, so there's a fair amount of pressure out here you want to represent.
Geico timeout is over. It's time to let it rip. Second serve. 2-0. Matkowski. And there's the lefty Willis with that backhand attacking Demoliner.
Yeah, yet to have a break point in the doubles, so these conditions out here fairly quick. Serves dominant.
3-0. The last one went 135 mile an hour and it went wide. He is crushing that serve. Second serve. And Willis, who had been so good with that backhand at the net, sends that one wide. It is now 3-1. $127-mile-an-hour serve. King sends it 127 miles long.
Yeah, well, if you meet power with power, that's often what's going to happen. The result, you're going to smash it out. I mean, if you're returning a first serve, the strategy is to be a little more defensive. You know, get the racket on the ball, use that pace coming at you. If it's a second serve, then you can be more offensive. You know, take a bigger swing. Try to generate a little more pace.
The Geico timeout. And Rick Leach spent a little time there with his guys, Demoliner and Darren King. Geico timeout. And now it is time to let it rip. The Aviators are leading 4-3. Darren King, the man from Barbados, to serve. Willis to return. And remember, they do play lets.
Yeah, had that rolled over, it would have been a beautiful ace.
89-mile-an-hour second serve, and I think that threw the timing off of Willis.
Yeah, again, you've got to make that return, man. You got to make these guys who miss their first serve, make them think about it. Just let them off the hook by not getting balls in play when you've got time to work with on the ball. There's Darren, 26 years of age, out of Bridgetown in Barbados.
Ooh, that was crushed. That serve went 102 miles. The return came at 142 miles an hour. Right down the tee. Matkowski's really seeing the ball, Lee.
Yeah, he's playing well.
It is 1-1. Not high enough. The lob by Willis. King elevating himself and crushing the forehand. 2-1. King serving.
that lob just not deep enough. No problems for the King.
King better stay away from that forehand of Matkowski. Second serve. Good movement right there by Demoliner. He was ready at the net. Matkowski getting the tape and then not sending it over. It is now 3-1 King. For King, this is huge to be able to go ahead and hold his serve.
Yeah, he doesn't have the biggest serve, but he backs it up well. Gets in a good volley position. You know, you talk about someone like Stefan Edberg, the great Swedish champion. Never a great serve, but so effective in how he used it to set up the rest of his game. He's got it.
Willis showing some imagination, a little trigonometry, a little geography, a little bit of everything on that particular shot. Angle, so important in tennis.
It's tricky in doubles to be able to find open space, and Willis does it well here. He sees this little crosscourt angle. Left-handers seem to have a little more vision, it seems. I don't know why that is.
And right there, King doing a good job of taking something off that ball. And that definitely gave some problem. Matkowski, he sends it wide.
So time for a 9-point tiebreak. So the pressure's on here. But good work from both these teams. Remember, it's all about the games you win. So it's going to be close. So win or lose, both teams are going to be satisfied that they've won games and have kept the next sort of teammate they pass the ball along to, kept them in this.
First one to 5. Beautifully placed. Willis sends it ball right down the tee on that serve. 107 mile an hour. Matkowski at the net.
A 9-point tiebreak. First team to 5.
Just missing that outside. Second serve. And Demoliner wanted the line.
It's interesting. I was watching Demoliner in practice today. He was working on the backhand return, and he's hitting almost every one of them in. And he hasn't been converting them yet.
So now it is going to be Demoliner to serve twice. Zip 2. King with a great opportunity, but again, that's that ball. A dirty ball that Willis sends you that it's moving around. It is fluttering. It is doing all kinds of things. And basically, the fuzz is just like leaving the ball.
And he's not giving you any pace. He doesn't give you anything to work with.
0-3. Is it a miss hit?
That was perfect.
126 miles an hour. Found the backhand of Matkowski. The ball stays in. 4-zip.
Yeah, beautifully timed return. He was very solid. And watch Demoliner. He stayed back on that serve. A little surprising.
Boy, it's going to be tight. You can just tell, Leaf, it's going to be tight. Because right there, here in games, so important that, again, in WT format, every game counts. And we saw this the last time these two teams got together, came down to the super tiebreaker, and that was Willis finding the way to go ahead and win that one, 21-20.
Yeah, they've played well, jumped off to a nice lead. They've got 5 set points now.
Everybody having a great time here in WTT. Matkowski to serve. Tremendous hands by Marcin Matkowski with that angle. And that's it. 5-4, the overall score now. So that is a great way for the home team Aviators to get started. We've got a lot more good, great tennis for you. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
Still a chance here. It's Willingham. Enter the box. Willingham shoots. Goal! That was magic. Willingham tucks it in and puts the championship to bed. Sweet dreams.
As long as soccer players celebrate with a slide, you can count on Geico saving folks money. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Pressure. What pressure? The players on the...
Location. It's the single most important thing in real estate. Location ensures you land in just the right spot in your new community. Location is of paramount importance in real estate, and that's why you want to align yourself with a real estate agency that understands this, and Willis Allen does.
We hire the best and brightest agents. When you need a real estate firm, you want to work with nothing less than the best. Willis Allen Real Estate. Local roots, global reach for 100 years and counting.
It is time to what I call share the love.
Chocolate and champagne. These are my two favorite foods. Oh my gosh.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
A tennis league built on innovation, passion, and respect moves into the digital video age. For the first time, fans around the globe can stream every match from the World Team Tennis season on our new channel, WTT.tv, completely free. Watch major champions and rising stars come together to compete for the coveted King Trophy.
So many great points in this one.
This summer, watch the entire season at WTT.tv, presented by Geico.
Tennis royalty at a WTT event. Rod Laver is here. There he is, Rod Laver, enjoying the food.
The Rockhampton Rocket, two-time Grand Slam, calendar year Grand Slam winner, something that hasn't been done in our sport since, really, on the men's side. Of course, Steffi Graf getting it done on the women's side most recently. But this is a guy who set the standard for greatness, for sportsmanship, for sheer talent. And everyone says, well, Roger Federer is the greatest of all time. Well, no one has done what Laver did. 11 times a major singles champ. He's got a birthday coming up on August 9th. He's going to turn 80 years of age. And here's to many more great years of having the Rocket a part of our tennis world.
And he comes here often to go here and see the Aviators. So not only a legend in tennis, but also supports tennis.
Yeah, he's a local guy. Lives in San Diego.
So we've got the women's single now coming up. Yanina Wickmayer from Belgium. 5 singles titles, 2 doubles titles on the WTA Tour, taking on Naomi Brody of England. Naomi, 6 feet 2 inches tall, and you're going to be seeing 112-mile-an-hour second serves out of her. She goes for it on the serves, folks. Wickmeyer's going to start. Big serve by Wickmeyer. Naomi with that one-hand backhand. One zip. Remember, folks, Hawkeye also calls foot faults.
Yeah, Wittmeyer in her second season of World Team Tennis. A big reason why the Orange County Breakers broke through and won the King Trophy last year. She was Female Rookie of the Year. So she had a great season, has played well again this year.
And good job by Wittmeyer finding that line. Brody not able to run that down.
Yeah, very confident start.
3-zip.
Out of Belgium. So many great female tennis players have emerged. Kim Kleisters, Justine Enna Arden. No, just Justine Enna.
Second serve. That's when that one-hand backhand can be so powerful. Naomi Brody ripping that one down the line.
Yeah, she's very tall, and so she can play the ball on a fairly high trajectory, and that was a nice, strong drive right through the ball bouncing up off the court.
3-1. How about that? Beautiful touch. 82-inch wingspan. You bring that way up on top, it's going to bite that ball.
Yeah, she was smiling about that one. She just sort of played an underspin forehand that turned into a drop shot winner.
Well, I'm starting to realize Naomi is always smiling. Good, bad, that smile is never gone. 3-2. Oh! That was probably the longest running ball on a tape I've ever seen in my life.
It did. It popped up the first time and fell back on the net cord, but fell back. So
that almost got citizenship on the other side of Carlsbad. By the way, on the other side of Carlsbad, you got Encinitas. And if you combine Carlsbad with Encinitas, what do you get?
What?
Carnitas. Naomi Brody to serve. Second serve.
I'm suddenly, and now I know why I'm always so hungry when I'm working with you. You have food imagery that's coming around.
Carnitas. So Naomi Brody, 1-zip. Last serve, 94 miles an hour. That serve, 110 miles an hour. Wickmeyer sends it long.
And you heard the call by the apparent lines person. That was actually a computer-generated voice from Hawkeye Live. Remember, no lines people here tonight, just cameras making all the calls for us, literally, out loud.
And they don't need hotel rooms. And went to the body of Wickmeyer, jamming her. Wickmeyer a little lucky on that shot.
Yeah, she did a good job getting out of the way of that and creating that backhand up the line. And that's where Brody is challenged. You know, when she has to defend, you know, move quickly to her right or left, she can break down a little bit.
2-1.
So obviously Brody wants to try and dictate play herself. She'd rather make her opponent do the running than having to defend her side of the court.
Pronating on that last serve, 110. And nicely done by Naomi Brody, sticking her in the middle, not giving her any angle at all. 3-1 now, Naomi Brody. $112-mile-an-hour serve. Wickmeyer returns it and puts that ball up high towards the one-hand backhand of Naomi Brody. And explain right there, Leaf, why is that so tough for a one-hand backhand?
Well, it's tough because the ball is bouncing up high, lots of spin, and it's hard to be strong enough to drive through that on the one-hander. That's why you see so many two-handed backhands, particularly on the returning of serve. Obviously, when Brody has time, she can execute the one-hander, but when you take the time away, you really need to shorten your swing, be a little more compact. You're very strong on the hit. That could be a challenge.
Wittmeyer just kind of bunting that ball to the center of the court, jamming the 6'2" Naomi Brody. Naomi Brody does it. Great play at the net. Wickmeyer tried to lob over the 6'2", and it takes a lot.
Yeah, she did a great job of protecting that cross-court pass. Really did a wonderful stretch volley. Used all of her arm length to get out there and cover it. So good for her. Obviously, early in the set, you want to take care of your serve. Now she can breathe a little more easily and focus some energy on the Wickmeyer serve.
6-5 the overall score. The Aviators on front. Wickmeyer to serve. Wickmeyer holds it, and then goes down the line. That's a good strategy. Hurry and then wait. Hurry to get there and then wait to hit it. Second serve.
You're absolutely right. The quicker that you can get to the ball and set up, the more options you have.
And again, choosing to go to the backhand side of Naomi Brody. Wickmeyer gets the point there. Two zip. Right down the teeth. 109-mile-an-hour ace.
Yeah, and this is the kind of solid tennis Wickmeyer has played all season. She really has played well.
She came in here and took care of Coco Vandeweghe.
Yeah, she played well that evening, didn't she?
She did.
She does everything well. Good, strong athlete. Very solid. A former U.S. Open semifinalist, so she's had some tremendous results, tremendous wins. Coughs up the double there, but still got some game points. Trying to get to 2-1 for the Breakers.
5 singles on the WTA Tour, 2 doubles for Yanina Wickmayer. 3-1. And that's the formula for Wickmeyer. She's going to attack the backhand of Brody, and then she's going to go ahead and send it wide to the backhand. We're all even, 6-6 in the overall score.
Yeah, and I think when Wittmeyer can sort of keep it simple, you know, that's when she's most effective. And I think tonight, she's just got to hit hard and strong to the open court, make Brody run, and ultimately finish into that open space, too.
But now we're coming to the strength of what Naomi Brody does, and that's serve. There you have it. An ace, 95-mile-an-hour wide.
Well, you call that, Benny.
When she gets in a rhythm with that serve, it is a beautiful thing to watch. Second. And smart play by Brody right there, sending that ball in the very middle of the court, jamming Yanina Wickmayer. And Leaf, why is that so tough? That when you put the ball in the middle, angle seems to be a thing of, it just doesn't occur.
Yeah, you don't give your opponent that big angle to play into.
And again, every time she needs a point, Wickmeyer, she goes to the backhand of Naomi Brody.
Yeah, it was an excellent return of serve. She was stretched out to her right on the forehand. Beautifully done.
2-1, Brody to serve. Beautiful serve, sets it up. 108-mile-an-hour to the backhand of Wickmeyer, and then she, with that one-hand backhand, that was tight.
Yeah, nice 1-2 punch. And you like to see Brody, because she is so tall, she really bent her knees well, got down where the ball is, executed a nice shot up the line.
3-1, so there it is. The serve of Naomi Brody keeps her in. It is 2-2 with 7-6 Aviators out front. More women's singles coming up.
So you just walk around telling people Geico could help them save money on car insurance?
Yeah, that, and homeowners, renters, motorcycle and boat insurance.
Huh, that's nice. What happens when you catch a fish?
Oh!
Geico, more than just car insurance. See how much you could save at geico.com.
I'm okay!
Give me a racket and watch me go. Because I won't come back the same. Sometimes I'll come back with scratches and scrapes.
Or with stories of great shots and close shaves. Of wins for the history books. And of losses I'll never forget.
But watch me smile.
Say good game.
And put my racket away for now, but not for good.
Because I'll have seen what I can do.
And I know greatness is waiting.
Sign up with Net Generation, official youth tennis of
The Aviators lead 7-6 now. Yanina Wickmayer to serve. Naomi Brody, the last serve, 113 mile an hour. Wickmayer leads 1-0. Nice little change that time by Naomi Brody, coming in with that chip. You don't see that many women serve and volley like
No.
Martina did.
Yeah, it's more of a baseline game these days.
2-0.
But oftentimes you play a short ball, something low, you can bring your opponent forward where players aren't comfortable. You know, don't allow your opponent to do the things they want to do. You know, try and put them in awkward positions. Sometimes bringing them to net can work in your advantage.
3-0. Trying to put a bite on that ball, not able to do it. And now we're all even in score. It is now 7-7 as Wittmeyer has a relatively easy service game.
Yeah, that was a quick game, wasn't it? She's all business tonight. So Brody needs to continue to get first serves in. You know, when Brody's getting those first serves in, she's able to dictate play and do the things she wants, which is be aggressive, make her opponent run.
Believe what I've been amazed with Naomi Brody is on second serve, she goes for it. And she says that is part of her game, that she's going to go for it. She can live with double fault.
Yep, and I think that's a good strategy for her. It's her best shot. She has confidence in it.
7-7 overall score. Second serve.
The winning volley.
She set that up beautifully now, improvising a little bit, coming up with different spins. Wickmeyer, tremendous concentration coming in on that. Zip one, Naomi Brody to serve. Just missing. 109 mile an hour serve.
What an incredible exchange. The net court helped out Brody in a big way there.
Naomi Brody took a step that started at one end of California and ended up at the bottom of California. Watch this step. She came to that net determined to cash in. 1-1. Second serve. That was a return that jammed. Wickmeyer, tremendous concentration, just kind of bunted.
Yeah, Brody just can't afford mistakes like that against someone like Wittmeyer who's playing this well. She really cannot afford that.
1-2. Great serve right down the middle. 111 miles per hour. Right down that tee. There you see the fans having fun out here at the Omni La Costa Resort and Spa. Home court of the San Diego Aviators. 2-2. What a touch by Wittmeyer at the net. Set herself up beautifully with her footwork, and then that feathery touch at the net, finding the AMPM.
Yeah, she just couldn't generate enough pace up there, so she made a good decision. I'm just going to play it short and then cover the net. Paid off perfectly.
It is 2-3, but you got a big serving Naomi Brody here, ready to bring it back. And when you need that big serve, dial it up. Load up the B-52, send one 106 mile an hour away from Yanina Wickmayer.
This will be interesting to see which court Wittmeyer receives in. She's going to take it in the deuce.
This is where she has gone down the tee. Just missing. Second serve. 114, that last one. And like I said, she'll go for that one. And gets a double fault, a costly double fault. As now the breakers take the lead for the very first time. It is 8-7.
Yeah, too bad for Brody. She played well up to that point. But, you know, sometimes on her serve, she drops her head down. She doesn't keep her head up, and that tends to bring the serve down into the net a little bit. You want to stay as extended and upwards as long as you can. Try to
Even
carry
if you're
the net.
6 feet 2 inches tall like Brody.
Exactly.
Wickmeyer to serve. That time she usually goes there on that inside out to the backhand of Brody, and that time she finds the net. Zip one. Zip one. And that ball goes long. So it is now 1-1. Second serve. Beautiful one-handed backhand, just absolutely threads it down that line and away from Wickmeyer.
Yeah, brilliant strike. And this is where you want to get back in it. The very next game, right after you've lost your serve. And you can see when she has time, she executes that one-hander brilliantly, and that one wasn't quite as high.
And good job by Wickmeyer to extend that Brody and then come in behind it.
And this is the kind of attack you see now. Instead of a more traditional volley, you have players coming in and playing the swing volley out of the air.
Stefan Edberg didn't do that?
No, he was a little more traditional. Now these players, they'll take almost like a ground stroke in the air.
2-2. Oh my goodness, there was unbelievable amount of spins on that ball. It almost held the earth in place for a minute.
Now, Wittmeyer tried to squeeze that in a little tight along the sidelines.
Here's where Brody can really rise here. 2-3, Wickmeyer to serve. Sliced by Naomi Brody. Money. She comes through in the clutch when her team needed her to come in and gets a very, very important game, breaking Yanina Wickmayer.
Yeah, that was a huge game. And you have to appreciate the fact that she did a lot of running. She covered a lot of court, just getting balls back into play, posing the question, can you finish it off? And Wittmeyer on that occasion could not.
Now we got a Geico timeout. John Lloyd talking to Naomi Brody, Rick Leach talking to his player, Yanina Wickmayer. And it is even now, 8-8. That was a huge game. I think confidence-wise, this is what Naomi Brody needed.
Yeah, and Brody, when she does defend, she plays a lot of low underspin shots, and that's a difficult place to generate pace from, and Wickmeyer has struggled.
That's a great point, Leaf, because she was trying to come over the top, and that wasn't working.
Yep.
So almost like she was jamming herself with a forehand. Now she decided to go ahead and start slicing it, chipping it. 8-8. And you can see her confidence rising. 114-mile-an-hour first serve. One zip. Yanina Brody with the big serve. And there you have it. They do play less. That was 106 mile an hour and half a mile per hour coming off that net. 2-zip. Naomi Brody.
Now that'll go in the books as an ace.
The slowest ace. Second serve. Boy, you mentioned the extension, and she got tremendous extension, Leaf. Three-zip Naomi Brody. Look at that, she's rocking in place there. She's having a good time. .108 wide. What a great serve. Again, going right down the tee. 102 mile an hour smoker. And she gets it. Gives her team now the lead. 9-8 in the overall score. Naomi Brody playing money ball there, Leaf.
Yeah, there are sequences over the course of the evening where the match can swing in one team's favor or not. And here was Wickmeyer with a chance to serve out the set at 4-2. She failed to get it done. Instead, it's a 9-point tiebreaker. So that's potentially a swing of 3 games.
Wickmeyer to serve twice. Oh, and she read that. She read it well, just could not reach it, but tremendous angle by both of these players. One zip, Wickmeyer. And good concentration on the part of Wickmeyer as that ball was just like fluttering.
Yeah, there was that low forehand. You can see she's reminding herself to move forward to these low, short balls. And again, your position, your relationship with the ball is going to directly affect the outcome. And she was in a good position there, and that's why she hit such a great shot. You know, Brody's a little bit like Marcus Willis. You know, both Willis and Brody play with a lot of spin. They don't give you a lot to work with unless they're playing with power, and then they're impressive that way too.
I believe it's called English, right?
That's right.
And that ball goes wide. Good job by Naomi Brody on that one ball right down the middle of the court.
It's funny, too, when you have a ball sitting there with no spin, you really have to resist the urge to overhit. And Wickmeyer just tried to do too much there.
1-2. 110 down the middle and another money serve by the big serving Naomi Brody.
Yeah, she got a little help from the net court as well, so they'll change ends after the 4 points played. So Brody's been playing from behind in the scoreboard this whole set. Give her credit for what a good competitor she is.
But Leaf, I just got to think that this has got to be such a great confidence booster from Naomi, because she's been struggling. Well, let's be honest. She's been struggling with singles play. But this game, you know, she relied on her big serve. And that serve has taken her to this level right now where we're even, 2-2, and we're in a tiebreaker.
Yeah, and exactly. She's winning games. I mean, that's the key. Win or lose this set, she's won 4 or 5 games for her team. So she's moved the scoreboard along. She's kept her team in it, and she's done a great job. So this is what coaches love to see. Players who are winning games and contributing.
So it is 2-2, first one to 5 in this tiebreaker. Yanina Wickmayer to serve. And those balls just too short. Too short. Wickmeyer able to go ahead and decide where she wants to go with that ball.
Well, you know, Wittmeyer attacked, but Brody had a pretty good chance on the passing shot. It didn't hit a great passing shot. Wickmeyer was able to volley that pretty comfortably.
3-2, Wickmeyer. Watch Wickmeyer now attack the backhand of Brody. Folks, it even happens to these players. What seems like a sitter ends up wide.
Yeah, and again, just wanting to resist the urge to do too much with the ball. I mean, she had the point one, just overplayed it. You know, and maybe that's a sign of how Wickmeyer moves well. Brody felt she had to do more than she needed to.
Sometimes you can just slow it down just a bit. But again, the big serve of Brody has kept her in. And it's that she's going to ride this serve all the way to the end. 2-4. And goes to the backhand. Yanina Wickmeyer gets it. And it is now 10-8. We'll be back with more right after this.
I woke up in Memphis and told people about Geico. How they could save 15% or more by just calling or going online to geico.com. Sorry, are you gonna... Every time.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Location. It's the single most important thing in real estate. Location ensures you land in just the right spot in your new community. Location is of paramount importance in real estate. And that's why you want to align yourself with a real estate agency that understands this. And Willis Allen does.
We hire the best and brightest agents. When you need a real estate firm, you want to work with nothing less than the best. Willis Allen Real Estate. Local roots, global reach for 100 years and counting.
In 1974, we founded a tennis league that was built on innovation, team spirit, and excitement. Now, 4 decades later, we're changing the game again and bringing World Team Tennis into the digital video age. This season, for the first time ever, you can stream every match from World Team Tennis on our new channel, WTT.tv, in high definition and completely free of charge. Check it out at WTT.tv.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
It is time to what I call share the love.
Chocolate and champagne. These are my two favorite foods. Oh my.
A tennis league built on innovation, passion, and respect moves into the digital video age. For the first time, fans around the globe can stream every match from the World Team Tennis season on our new channel, WTT.tv, completely free. Watch major champions,
incredible point,
and rising stars come together to compete for the coveted King Trophy.
So many great points in this one.
This summer, watch the entire season at WTT.tv, presented by Geico.
The Omni La Costa Resort and Spa and the folks here enjoying some great tennis. And now we get into this, what I think, Leaf, and you may argue this, the strength of the Aviators lineup, and that is their doubles team. Marcin Matkowski and Elena Gronfeld, tremendous experience. And these are two players that have been in some big matches over their careers.
No, they have. They're dependable players. You know, they're experienced. They've got dangerous weapons, and they're confident, very accomplished. I mean, Grunewald has won Grand Slam titles. Matkowski has been in the finals of a major. So, you know, both these guys can play.
The 2018 World Team Tennis presented by Geico, the 43rd season. And again, WTT, one of only 5 leagues that have been in sports leagues that have been in operation for over 40 years. That's amazing. An idea that Billie Jean King came up with, and boy, I have had a blast getting to witness this format and enjoying it to the fullest. Marcin Matkowski is going to start it out serving. And that's a big serve right there, 115 mile an hour. One zip. Goes to the backhand of De Molineux. Sends it wide. It is now 2-zip. And that's tough too, Leaf, to stay loose in between those points.
And always the challenge in mixed doubles for the women is dealing with the pace of these heavy serves from the men. And the more contributions they can make in that regard, more balls back in play, more volleys that are still in play when they hit hard at you. I mean, that's always the challenge, and that's where the man is always going to direct his attack, you know, try and get it to the women when he can. So here's Matkowski, 3-love.
Trying to go down the tee. He's had great success going to the backhand of Marcelo De Molineux.
Oh, that might be the shot of the night.
De Molineux saying, I planned it, totally. Hitting that inside out.
I mean, he did a great job on the backhand return this time. He got the timing right, and then he got around to play the forehand, and that off forehand was, well, they should hang that in the Hall of Fame.
3-1. You saw De Molineux trying to get to that because they do play lets. What hands by Marcin Matkowski? That was a geometrical equation that somehow he was able to go ahead and solve and wrap that thing around De Molineux.
I was never good at math, but I'll tell you what, that was a brilliant volley, filled with invention and a little bit of luck as well. As De Molineux was leaning to the middle, so that line is sometimes open.
10-9 the overall score. The Aviators out in front.
Here's the big Brazilian. This guy is a tall drink of water.
And the double fault. Zip one. hearing a lot of goal breakers in the stadium tonight.
Well, a lot of people have made the hour-long drive south on the 5 freeway.
And a big serve to the belly button of Marcin Matkowski.
And the Breakers are playing at the Palisades Tennis Club on Jamboree. It's the Jamboree exit off the 5. Of course, drive south about an hour. You take La Costa Drive over here to the Omni. Excellent play. And Grunewald, she's a classy player. She got that return down beautifully and then accelerated the forehand down the middle of the court. I mean, that's where you win titles, take home trophies. Hit the ball hard right down the middle of the court in doubles.
She was going to hit through Hoover Dam with that forehand. 1 serving 2, de Molinare. Good job by de Molinare to get out of the way as Matkowski wanted that middle.
I mean, I'm surprised that Matkowski didn't go to Klepacz there. I mean, you've got to make, you know, the woman on the other side of the net play under pressure. No, see if she can handle your pace and your spin.
2-2. Anna-Lena Gronenfeld taking the heat from de Molinare and giving it right back to him.
Yeah, she made a brilliant play off an overhead smash, again with the two-hander. Great timing, and it's great to see some young people in the house enjoying an evening of World Team Tennis. I mean, this is where Venus Williams first got a taste of pro tennis, was a World Team Tennis match back when she was just 11 or 12 years of age. It's in.
Anna-Lena Gronenfeld and Marcelo de Molinare having a long-distance relationship on that exchange. Finally, Gronenfeld cashing in.
Yeah, it was amazing, wasn't it? de Molinare was doing the right thing. He was testing Grunewald, and the German answered brilliantly. I mean, she can stand up to pace and generate her own.
How about that lob by Matkowski? Boy, that thing was so high, it had a crew of 2 and a meal. Gronenfeld to serve. It is 11-9, Aviators out in front. So I guess the women will test the men too to see if the men can handle their pace.
Exactly.
Klepacz going right at Matkowski.
And the strategy there is, okay, even if he's standing there or if he goes to the middle, I might hit a clean winner there, or I'll just make him volley. Too bad, missed that.
De Molinare ripping that ball right down the middle, the shortest part of the net.
No, he didn't like getting broken. You know, so here he is fighting hard to get that break back. And here's a Geico timeout. John Lloyd's going to come and have a quick word with Grunewald and Matkowski.
De Molinare just ripped that forehand. And if you're going to rip it, folks, go over that short part of the net. A Geico timeout. A chance for these coaches to talk a little strategy with their players.
And also, by calling timeout, maybe you interrupt the momentum of the other team. You know, they've got consecutive points. They're feeling good. Take a timeout. Just let them think about it a little bit.
Time to let it rip. Second serve.
Oh, no. How did he miss that?
The head or long? Because it looks like he was going right for the head of de Molinare.
I mean, that's when you have to bounce that straight down and out of the stands.
Look at de Molinare. He's over there holding his head going, oh my gosh, I dodged that. Zip 3.
There's one.
And Matkowski was not going to take any chance. That looked like a softball pitch, kind of that wind up from down below on the part of Matkowski. It is 1-3, Anna-Lena Gronenfeld to serve. Great serve by Gronefeld finding that tee. So it is now 2-3, going to serve to De Molineux. He's been going right at Matkowski. Matkowski takes off like a jet plane after that low ball. And that time he did not miss the body of De Molineux. 3-3, serving to Klepat.
Yeah, he's getting shots at him. Oh, that's a wonderful return.
Twice Klepat went at Matkowski at the net. Twice you won big points. So it is now 11-10 now in the overall score. The Aviators out in front.
Yeah, and so often in mixed doubles, you say to your female partner, hit it hard, straight down the line. Even if he's there, he probably won't be able to finish the point. You're going to at least be in it. And if he moves, you'll have a winner. So it worked out perfectly for the breakers there.
Klepat, second serve. Got the line, Annalena Gronefeld. Beautiful return, way out in front of that ball. And they're showing the Hawkeye view right there to the fans.
Yeah, the Hawkeye will automatically, if it's close, replay it just to make sure that it's working right. Everyone's happy. I love this Hawkeye Live. It's the final judgment. There are no questions. You can't challenge.
Second serve. Great hands by Matkowski. Matkowski able to run around the backhand to hit that forehand return.
Yeah, and he didn't do too much with it. You know, he just made a good deep ball, got a good position at the net. I mean, that's what doubles is. First get the net, and then get the point.
It's not about hitting winners there, folks. Zip two. And beautiful return by Annalena Gronefeld, keeping that ball nice and low. Zip three. And there's that down the line. It's almost like he was waiting to set that up, and he gets it. And now the Aviators take a 12-10 lead, and we got a lot of great tennis coming up. Stay right there. We'll be back.
Still nervous about finding a new apartment?
Yeah, but popping these things really helps me relax. Please don't. I'm saving those for later.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about renter's insurance. Just go to geico.com.
Geico helps with renter's insurance. It's good to know.
Been doing it for years.
That's really good to know. I'll check them out.
Get to know Geico and see how easy homeowners and renters insurance can be.
It is time to what I call share the love.
Chocolate and champagne. These are my two favorite foods.
Back here at the Omni La Costa Resort and Spa, WTT presented by Geico. The home team, the Aviators, lead 3-1 in this set, 12-10 in the overall score. Matkowski to serve, second serve. A double fault.
And just getting a quick result from Springfield. The Lasers beating the Empire 21-20 in a super tiebreak. Vanya King delivering.
Going right at Annalena Gronefeld is the Marcelo de Molineux. So literally the Empire does not strike back, huh?
No, they're 0-10 now in the standings, and they've lost 3 matches in super tie breaks. Boy, they are just snake bit.
Zip 2. Just missing with that let.
We've had 3 consecutive breaks of serve. Are we ready for a 4th?
At the last moment, Matkowski pulls it back. It goes wide. It is 1-2. A pass from Slovenia. 1-2. Second. Wicked backhand. Marcelo Di Moliner. Kind of looked like Guga with that one-hand backhand, huh?
Good call. He sure did. He accelerated on it beautifully, and really, I think that's one of the best backhands he's hit this season. So he's really getting that backhand in order. He struggled with it the nights I've seen him before, so that's some good play.
1-3, second serve.
And you can see De Moliner giving a signal. He's going to cross on the return. If she gets it down, let's see what happens. Nope.
And going right at the net person, Andrea Klepash attacking Anna-Lena Gronefeld. And we got another break. You asked for it, Leaf. You got it.
It's surprising, isn't it? 4 straight breaks of serve. It's amazing how tennis matches can go that way. Some all holding serve, and this one, it's all breaks. 4 of the 5 games, breaks of serve.
Marcelo Di Moliner, who has been broken. And that time takes care of the serve. 113-mile-an-hour serve. 1-0. 12-11 the overall score. The Aviators out in front. Goes right at the body of Matkowski. Second serve. 124 that last one. Matkowski reading that break perfectly, that kick, and got in front of it and sent it straight down. It is 1-1. Di Moliner to serve.
You can see the cross there. Klepash was crossing. De Moliner was moving to his left. She's going to hang on to her position this time.
And that ball goes long. Good job by Anna-Lena Gronefeld to extend the 6'3" Marcelo Di Moliner.
It really was a good return. She's been money on that two-hander, particularly the return. So good time to get the game plan right. Quick conversation between Marcelo and Andrea.
Not able to get to that AMP and instead ended up on the net. The net worth being set back that time. Marcelo Di Moliner.
Well, we weren't expecting 4 consecutive breaks, but here's some chances for a 5th.
Leaf, you jinx these people. You asked for it. 1-3 now. Just long on a perfectly timed lob, but it was long. So we got a Geico timeout now coming up as Rick Leach is going to talk to his troops. 2-3 is the game score. 12-11, Aviators out in front. And a Geico timeout to talk it over here. Strategy, maybe even insurance rates, huh?
Possibly. Gronefeld really has been the player of the night, but we'll see what happens with Klepash and De Moliner. They've got some good leadership in Rick Leach. 9 times a Grand Slam doubles champion, a former world #1 in doubles. So he knows about the mixed doubles game. Leach was a left-hander. Played a lot of Davis Cup tennis for the U.S. and really was one of the great Davis Cuppers we've had. He's from Southern California, so he's right at home coaching the breakers.
2-3. De Molineux to serve. Great anticipation by Matkowski. De Molineux running around that backhand. And you know, Leafy just hit a great backhand. We talked about that backhand he ripped, decides to go ahead and run around at that time.
Yeah, and you know what happened? He ran around the backhand and he put himself out of position. Plus he played back to Matkowski's forehand. The best shot on that side of the court. I mean, you've got to make Grunewald play there.
Now it is 2-4, 4-2. And good touch by De Molineux. Aviators leading 4-2 in this set. It is zip 1, 13-11 the overall score. Not able to get that ball to bite and dip. Goes long. Grunewald last serve, 97 mile an hour. 1-1. Great placement, 110 mile an hour down the tee. Klepash almost knocked the racket out of her hand. It is 2-1 as the Aviators trying to clinch this set. They lead 4-2. Second serve. See if she goes wide to the backhand of De Molineux. And that's where she went. Right to the backhand. Matkowski ready on the spot. Finding the middle of the court. Klepash not able to get it.
It wasn't a bad return, really, from De Molineux, but Matkowski doing his job, protecting the line. That's his responsibility. Set points.
3-1. She wanted that shot. She went for it. Didn't get it. I love that swinging two-hand, backhand volley, though.
And again, tried to go a little too hard, a little too close to the line. Maybe just straight ahead, right at De Molineux. Still set point.
And goes to the backhand of Marcelo De Molineux. And closes it out for the Aviators, and they now have a 14-11 lead. And get this one. Great tennis, more to come up. Stay right there. We'll be back.
Still a chance here. It's Willingham. Enter the box. Willingham shoots. Goal! That was magic. Willingham tucks it in and puts the championship to bed. Sweet dreams. Nice.
As long as soccer players celebrate with a slide, you can count on Geico saving folks money. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Pressure. What pressure? The players on the...
WTT.TV is brought to you by Citi. Welcome What's Next.
Match that is so important for the standings as these two teams have swapped being the champions of this particular league. And the Aviators are on front right now, 14-11, 2018 World Team Tennis, presented by Geico. And we're at the half with a score, 14-11 in favor of the home team Aviators. These players are competing to win the Forever Mark Most Valuable Player Award to be decided at the end of the season. Here's a look at this special honor for the best male and female players in World Team Tennis.
Players from 14 countries across 6 different teams, 43 matches over 3 weeks. Who will make their mark in the race for the championship and the coveted King Trophy? This year's most valuable players, one male, one female. The Forever Mark MVP Awards unfold during the World Team Tennis Finals.
Well, I tell you what, Annalena Grunefeld might be one of those candidates for the Forever Mark Most Valuable Player. The way she's playing, it's just been money in doubles. The fans here having a great time at WTT Tennis. Fun is encouraged. Participation is encouraged. As Joe Cipriano does a great job of animating the crowd here at the Omni La Costa Resort and Spa. Any surprises so far, Lee?
Well, I'm just surprised that they have this one. No one's been able to sink a shot in this. This is like human beer pong. I mean, this is huge beer pong. It's great.
It's like watching Shaquille O'Neal try to sink a free throw, huh? I always thought, here's a guy, Kazan, the almighty genius, yet can't shoot free throws. How do you figure that?
Well, he's not that almighty, evidently, but this is a great format. I mean, the crowd really loves this.
And you see some of the crowd here, people watching here and then just enjoying the great time here at the WTT Tennis.
And Rod Laver's in the house tonight, having one of the all-time greats a part of this evening, makes it even more special. Of course, it's all about the young people, making an impression with some of these young tennis fans. They love these moments.
And you talk about the exposure the WTT Tennis does for the Williams girls. That's how they got their glimpse into tennis, and that's been their inspiration. Now, we all know that one of the goals of WTT is to have a blast on and off the court. Let's get to know the Aviators, Marcus Willis, on this edition of Super Tiebreaker.
I'm here with Marcus Willis, who's playing for the San Diego Aviators. Marcus, we are going to do a quick fire questions today, all right?
I'm ready.
It's going to be 13 questions based on the Super Tiebreaker multi tennis that you play when it's tied. We're going to do this while juggling,
yeah,
okay?
I think so, yeah.
All right, as quick as you can answering these questions.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Go.
Are you an early riser or a late sleeper?
Late sleeper.
List 3 Disney characters.
Pluto, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse.
How do you like your steak cooked?
Rare.
Spell your name backwards, just first name.
S-U-C-R-I-M.
What's your ideal temperature outside?
26 degrees Celsius.
Fill in the blank. The Kardashians are?
Different.
The last movie you watched was what?
Movie, Incredibles 2.
Say good day, mate, in an Aussie accent.
Good day, mate.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how loud are you?
8.
Yay or nay to mustaches?
Nay.
What rhymes with volley?
Ollie.
Which country are you yet to visit but you want to see?
China.
Name a word that starts with U.
Umbrella.
Awesome. All right, Marcus, any pin that you knock down is going to be 1 second off of your time. I'm going to try to get 10 pins if you can. That's the goal.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Not easy. Would you like black or red?
Red, just to match my top.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. One try. Let's see it.
I mean, sheesh, I can't even get...
You can hold it however you want.
Okay. Oh no! No! What is that? It's because I'm professional and I put too much spin on it. That's what happened there.
And Marcus, your time was?
Did all right
That was
there.
really good. I was worried about you for a second. It was here,
yeah,
but then you
I'll
got
start
it
over
back.
here. Yeah.
WTT presented by Geico, the 43rd season. And the people here in La Costa, then you see the one and only Rod Laverly.
Rocket Rod, one of the great gentlemen in our game, and obviously one of the greatest players of all time. The man was blessed with a left forearm that was about the size of most men's legs. I mean, this guy, so powerful, and was really the first player to play with topspin, particularly on the run, a very powerful player. And people talk about his athletic skills, and they say that this guy was maybe one of the quickest men to ever play the game. We think about Bjorn Borg and Rafael Nadal being quicker on the court. They say Laver was as good as anyone. And obviously, his name is synonymous with our great game. When you talk about great players, Laver just comes right to mind.
And you know, that's a great thing about tennis. It takes all body types, takes all different strength. When you look at someone like Pancho Segura and you see those bow-legged, and you wonder, really, this guy can move?
You know what's so interesting? In the locker room here at the Omni La Costa, they've got two pictures on the wall. One is of Rocket Rod Laver at Wimbledon. The other is Pancho Segura. And interesting to note that Pancho's son is here with his family tonight, Spencer Segura, so it's great to see the Segura family's also in the house.
That's a great thing about tennis. Everybody can play. Now that we got women's doubles coming up. And we will be back with more the second half. We'll be back with more right after this.
I woke up in Memphis and told people about Geico. How they could save 15% or more, but by just calling or going online to geico.com. Sorry, are you gonna... Every time.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Back here at the Omni La Costa Resort and Spa, the women are getting ready for some doubles. And this is interesting how they practice with each other.
Yeah, they practice.
Not the opponent hitting them.
Exactly. You work with your teammate to get yourself ready, which is a nice way of building that camaraderie, that sense of teammate-ship, I suppose. But it's one of the nice features of World Team Tennis. But this is a big night, and suddenly it's gotten a lot bigger.
And you have the updated now standings. Springfield Lasers now, Leaf, all of a sudden creeping in there.
That's right. They had a win over the New York Empire tonight, and just another super tiebreak loss for the Empire. They've had 3 super tiebreak losses, still yet to get their first win. But good news for the Lasers, will go to 5-5. If the Aviators lose tonight, they fall back into a tie for 3rd, and the Castles will go to 2nd.
You got to be in the moment, folks. That's the only thing you can control. And the Aviators need to go ahead and win this match. As far as the Breakers, they too can get back into the thick of it, because now all they have to do is run the table and can qualify for that 2 spot.
Exactly. If the Breakers win, you've got a 3-way tie for 3rd. The Castle's still in 2nd, but the Aviators, the Lasers, and the Breakers would all be tied at 5-5. So this match is suddenly taking on tremendous importance as we've made the turn. We're coming down the stretch, and after tonight, there'll be pretty much 4 matches remaining for all the teams.
43 matches, 22 days, and 6 markets, and that's where it takes us with the standings. Philadelphia being the surprise the way they have played this season.
You know what's amazing about Philadelphia? They beat Washington tonight. Naomi Osaka, the gal who won Indian Wells, her first major title, she played singles for the Castles, and Taylor Townsend beat her. Taylor Townsend and the Freedoms have not lost a set in women's singles this year. A remarkable performance by everyone all along the line in Philadelphia, but they're going to be hosting the championship King Trophy match, so they're looking very good, confident, and again, every set they put on the tennis court is a good one.
Taylor Townsend was such a favorite. A lot of the people here in Southern California, they watched her at Indian Wells, and she won that Futures tournament there.
Yep.
And really became a fan favorite because she's just one of those gutty girls, and she has that great spin off that left side, the way she hits the ball. Let's take the order of play.
Yeah, just
the
a reminder.
psychological thing there, the way they started it out.
Yeah, and, you know, we've got the women's doubles now, and I think that's, well, I think it's better for the Breakers. I like Wittmeyer and Klepach, what they're doing, but, I mean, the way Gruneveld's playing, I mean, it's pretty much a toss-up match, but it'll come down to Darian King and Marcus Willis, and Willis has been such a great closer for the Aviators. So up to the women's doubles for the Aviators, keep it close. For the Breakers, maybe try and get that set.
Anna-Lena Grunefeld, 16 titles on the WTA. And you know, she's such a calming factor for Naomi Brody. Brody, you know, is going to come in with a big serve. And if there's anybody that knows how to go ahead and play with that service, Anna-Lena Grunefeld. So they're a good combination together. And Brody just does not get down. That's what I love about her. She can double fault. It's okay.
Well, this has been a rematch of the last 2 King Trophy matches. The Castles had dominated for 5 straight years, and the Aviators won in 2016, the Breakers in 2017. So it's a special occasion when these 2 teams square off. It's the Battle of California.
Wickmeyer is going to start it off serving. The overall team score, it is the Aviators out in front 14-11 after the half. Just missing. And Brody attacking Klepash at the net. 88-mile-an-hour serve lead that she ripped.
Yeah, and it's what happens when you don't hit your spot. I mean, that was right into Brody's forehand. She took a good cut. Yeah, good play there. It's interesting how skilled Grunewald is. We saw her in the mixed doubles. She was playing the deuce court. Here she is in the women's doubles playing the ad court. So she's versatile really in any part of the court.
And she did a great job. De Molinaire was blasting balls at her, and she was just taking it and sending it right back. 1-1.
It's amazing. We had 5 breaks of serve.
And look at Naomi Brody. She's trying to save a ladybug. Good job by Naomi Brody saving the life of a ladybug here tonight. And it is now 2-1. Wittmeyer attacking the forehand of Brody. Second serve. And playing the leg, great concentration on the part of Annalena Grunewald, finishing that stroke. Klepash not able to handle that.
Yeah, the return had to be good because Klepash is pretty skilled when she crosses into the center.
Attacking the forehand of Brody again. Wickmeyer, now she leads 3-2. Grunewald, who's so solid from both sides here, Leaf. Three, 2. Second serve. Wanted to go down the line, she didn't get it. So Wickmeyer holds her serve, and now it is 14-12, the overall score.
Yeah, that was a big game for the Breakers. Just to get off to a good start, put a little bit of scoreboard pressure now on the Aviators. And this is going to be a big game for Brody, just to get invested here. Make sure that they're comfortable.
And Brody's going to go first serve. He's going to go first with that serve. Nice job right there by Brody going down the line at Klepash. She's really doing a good job now taking that picture. When the way she gets up on that serve, she kind of freezes herself up there and then really comes down on it. 1-0. Second serve. And a double fault, but again, she lives with that.
And again, she's got to make sure to keep that left arm a little bit longer up, extended. You know, she does tend to pull down, and most of the time when she misses a second, it's in the net.
And that left hand is going to bowl the back for you. Good hands by Annalena Grunewald at the net. Wittmeyer wanted to go around her, not able to get it. 2-1.
You know, Andrea Klepash, she's playing the ad court in the women's doubles. She played the deuce court in the mixed.
102 mile an hour, went for the left cheek, the face of Klepash. It is now 3-1. A blistering 107-mile-an-hour serve, and Naomi Brody lives and dies with that serve. It is now 15-12, the overall score in favor of the home team Aviators.
Now you can see why that was a big game.
Now, who makes that decision who serves first? Is that something John Lloyd makes?
No, I think the women will talk, and I think both of them know Brody's the better server. Generally, the better server serves first. Brody's got a bigger, better serve than Grunewald.
She makes the mistake of trying to go over the head of Yanina Wickmayer. That's not going to work. 1-0, Klepacz to serve. $95-mile-an-hour serve, long. The long arms of Naomi Brody cannot bring that ball over the net.
Klepacz is out of Slovenia. Played a lot of Fed Cup tennis for her nation, so she has plenty of international experience playing under this kind of pressure for a team.
And that time, Naomi Brody comes straight down with it. You remember in singles, she had one up there. She went wide with it. Now she goes straight down with it. Puts a little dent in the court. It is 2-1. Klepacz to serve. And nice job by Klepacz, keeping the concentration, reading that spin of that ball, and then putting it on the forehand of Brody.
Yeah, Klepacz has had some arm issues. That's one reason why she's got the sleeve. You can see over the right elbow, right forearm, trying to keep it warm.
3-1. And good placement on that lob, but again, Klepacz, tremendous concentration, going right for the sternum, the middle of the body of Brody. Makes those big, long arms awfully short.
Yeah, and I think, I think that's something that they would talk about, in preparation for this. We're going to make Brody play at the net, go right at her, and test her reflexes.
It is now 15-13. The Aviators on front. Grunewald to serve for the first time in this game. And that one goes long. Klepacz would love to get that one back.
Yeah, but that time Brody was tested and she had the answer. And that's where the player at the net has to be very alert. Your job, get those balls in, protect your alley. Called out.
Called out. And it looked like she gave herself enough room to be able to come over the top of that.
Yeah, you can see Hawkeye Live gives us a replay when it is a close call.
Hawkeye does not miss, folks. 1-1. Great job by Grunewald to set her feet first and then swing away. 2-1, now going to Klepacz. Second serve. Taking a step back was Brody, and that's a no-no. 2-2.
Now, oftentimes if the ball lands short and your opponent's coming at you, you can take a quick step back and reestablish yourself just to give yourself a little more space from where the ball is going to be hit.
Oh, wow. Tremendous wide serve by Anna-Lena Gronefeld. That ball, Brecke sie Deutsch. It went spinning away from Wittmeyer. Going right down the middle, Anna-Lena Gronefeld. And this is that calming factor, Leaf, that I talk about. She is a veteran. You put her in a situation where she's going to be tried, she's going to come through. Great tennis, and we're just getting warmed up, folks. We'll be back with more right after this.
Still nervous about finding a new apartment?
Yeah, but popping these things really helps me relax. Please don't. I'm saving those for later.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about renter's insurance. Just go to geico.com.
Geico helps with renter's insurance. It's good to know.
Been doing it for years.
That's really good to know. I'll check them out.
Get to know Geico and see how easy homeowners and renters insurance can be.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
The music animating the people here at the La Costa Resort and Spa, World Team Tennis. It is 16-13 with the Aviators out in front. Wickmeyer to serve. Klepash showing you her touch, a feathery touch, just sticking that volley. Two is the set score, 1-0. Wickmeyer to serve. Great move, great serve. Klepash puts it away.
Yeah, and this is how good doubles team execute the game plan. First serves and a lot of movement at the net. And obviously need to hit a good enough serve so that the returner doesn't have time.
First serve. That was a second serve, 85-mile-an-hour one. 3-0. Naomi going for it. Wickmeyer now 3-0. Last time she went wide on Gronefeld, and Klepash was at the net waiting. And she went wide again. That time Gronefeld was able to put it over the head of Klepash. Wickmeyer to serve. Great serve, 105-mile-an-hour right down that tee. And that seals it. Now the overall score, it is now 16-14 with the Aviators to serve. They are on front.
Yeah, this is like all the sets tonight, very close. And you definitely get the feeling, Benny, it's going to come down to the final match to decide it. And the teams have done a great job getting to that point, keeping it close, winning games, moving the scoreboard along in their favor.
The monster serving Naomi Brody. Gets a big, big serve. 1-0. And Naomi Brody rips that down the middle, the shortest part of the net. Wittmeyer not able to get that over.
Yeah, so often it's not about pace, it's about spin. You can see where Yanina was trying to hit that volley from, was right on her shoe tops, and that's not an easy volley. So here's a quick Geico timeout.
John Lloyd talking to his players, Gronefeld and Brody.
John Lloyd has a couple of Grand Slam mixed doubles titles. One at Wimbledon. Great success in that regard.
But what's he really known for?
John Lloyd
had a pretty famous wife, right?
He did. He was married to Chris Everett for a long time.
So the Geico timeout is over. Time to let it rip. Two-thirds of the earth is covered by water. The other one-third by Anna-Lena Gronefeld. Look at that.
Yeah, and Wittmeyer, again, you have to make good decisions out there. One of your responsibilities from the back of the court, keep the ball away from the net person.
3-zip. 102-mile-an-hour serve. Clip pass sends it back nice and low. And the very tall Naomi Brody, 6 feet 2 inches tall, couldn't get down low enough. .105 down the middle, the money serve of Naomi Brody. Boy, she has cashed in on that serve. 17-14, the overall score now. Naomi dancing it up here with the folks.
So are the crowd. Look at the crowds into it.
We're tied, 3-3. Second serve. That's the set score. Good hands by Wickmeyer at the net as Brody went at her. Now you were mentioned in doubles play, the Aviators #2 in the league in women's double. Brody shows you a feathery touch. It is 1-1.
Klepach is playing WTA doubles this year with Maria Jose Martinez Sanchez. Sanchez is also playing for the Empire this year.
And they're the best, right? In doubles, women's doubles?
Well, I think they're fourth, but Klepach and Martinez Sanchez are #4 on the WTA in terms of performance this year. So Klepach is having a great season on the WTA. She's played well this season in WTT. She was the female MVP last year. One reason why the Breakers were able to get through and win the title. So she contributes in a big way.
1-2 lead.
A little bit of trouble here now, though. Too bad.
Just missing. She is so good with those lobs. Missing on that one. It is now 2-2. Klepach to serve.
By that much.
Yeah.
The fate of nations decided by an inch.
Going for the toes of Naomi Brody, not able to get low enough to be able to keep that ball in. Naomi Brody and Anna-Lena Gronefeld having their little discussion. It is 3-2. Klepach to serve to Gronefeld. Let's see, she goes wide on her. Sets it up beautifully. Schematically perfect, and then Wickmeyer puts it away.
So Gronefeld will serve now to try and force a 9-point tiebreak. We've already had a couple of those tonight. The first set, the men's doubles, was won by the Aviators in a tiebreak. And then the mixed doubles decided.
17-15, Aviators.
Actually, it was the women's singles decided by a 9-point tiebreak. Wickmeyer beating Brody.
Double fault.
Not the best way to start off a service game. Suddenly the nervous energy is ratcheted up just a bit when you lose the opening point on your serve.
Well, look at Marcus Willis. He's on the edge of his seat getting ready for singles. It's coming up. How about that? All of a sudden, the 6'2" arms got very short and was able to go ahead and bring that ball straight down. Naomi Brody. Boy, that's an infectious smile. You know that?
Yeah, she felt good about that, and she was right on top of the net. It happened very quickly, but good control. Not that time, Wickmeyer. Too much pace on the return.
I think the plan for these girls from the breakers is to just go at Brody at the net.
Yep.
It is 1-2. Aviators trying to send it into the tiebreaker. Anna-Lena Gronefeld with a big, big serve. 102 mile an hour right down the tee. Hawkeye should be shown, and it was right there on that line. 2-2. Second serve. And a good serve right down the tee to the backhand of Yanina Wickmayer. 3-2. We make it a tiebreaker here, Lee. That ball goes long. She had a forehand.
There's a deciding point. Now remember, this is a set point for the breakers and a game point for the Aviators. Talk about pressure.
The veteran Anna-Lena Gronefeld has her fate in her hands with his serve to start it off. And she goes wide to Wittmeyer, and we've got a tiebreaker. It is now 18-15 is the overall score. Now we go to a 9-point tiebreaker. First one to 5.
Yeah, Wittmeyer will serve the first 2 points.
We might be here till 2 o'clock in the morning.
This is a close one tonight. This is our third tiebreak of the evening.
Temperature now is absolutely perfect. Wickmeyer is going to go ahead and start it off. Anna-Lena Gronefeld made a great move, had it on a racket, not able to keep it in. Yanina Wickmayer leads 1-0. Goes to the backhand of Gronefeld, and she sends it wide. 2-0, so a good start for the breakers.
Some people feel that serving first gives you an advantage. Does it apply a little bit of pressure? See how the Aviators handle this moment. Naomi Brody will have 2 serves. Remember, it goes 2, 2, 2, and then the last player, the Anna-Lena Gronefeld, will serve the last 3 if needed.
Just out as Gronefeld cracks. Naomi Brody serve 106 mile an hour. It is now zip 3.
Yeah, you're right. It was a good fast serve, but if you don't hit your spot, that pace can work against you. Your opponent will turn it back towards you.
Great point, Leaf. Now we got to see what Naomi decides here. Saw a ball at the corner of her eye. cracks that one 103, but you said in a much better location that time, the body of Klepash.
Exactly, the body serve is such an effective play. It worked well for the Aviators, but the breakers have the mini break, and with 2 serves to come, they could take the set if they get both their service points. So we'll see what happens here. It'll be Andrea Klepash serving.
It is 3-1 in favor of the breakers as Klepash now will begin to serve. So Brody showing that big serve, and it's carrying her.
Yeah. Let's see what happens here.
So we'll see Klepash. She's been serving in the 94, 95 mile-an-hour range. But like Leaf said, it's all about location.
It's like good real estate, Benny.
Yep.
Got to make it happen. And she also backs up her serve well. You know, good, effective, aggressive ground strokes and a good occasional swing volley.
3-1, Aviators in front. Beautiful shot by Klepash. It looked like Grunefeld executed the perfect shot, but Klepash coming down and ripping that one down the line.
Yeah, and she's good. You know, she's got a big windup on the forehand, but when she gets the timing right, like she does here, that's money.
4-1. Naomi Brody with that backhand goes right at Wittmeyer at the net. Wittmeyer not able to handle it. 2-4 now.
Yeah, these are set points for the breakers. A chance to cut into that 3-game deficit and make it just a 2-game deficit going into the final event.
Anna-Lena Grunefeld to serve. And a great backhand by Wickmeyer. Goes right past Brody.
Yeah, that was something. That was special. Took it early, took the set.
Now the Aviators are out in front, 18-16 with men's singles coming up. Don't go away. We'll be back.
Still a chance here. It's Willingham. Enter the box. Willingham shoots. Goal! That was magic. Willingham tucks it in and puts the championship to bed. Sweet dreams.
As long as soccer players celebrate with a slide, you can count on Geico saving folks money. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Pressure. What pressure? The players on the...
Location. It's the single most important thing in real estate. Location ensures you land in just the right spot in your new community. Location is of paramount importance in real estate. And that's why you want to align yourself with a real estate agency that understands this. And Willis Allen does.
We hire the best and brightest agents. When you need a real estate firm, you want to work with nothing less than the best. Willis Allen Real Estate. Local roots, global reach for 100 years and counting.
It is time to what I call share the love.
Chocolate and champagne. These are my 2 favorite foods. Oh my God.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
A tennis league built on innovation, passion, and respect moves into the digital video age. For the first time, fans around the globe can stream every match from the World Team Tennis season on our new channel, WTT.tv, completely free. Watch major champions
Incredible point.
and rising stars come together to compete for the coveted King Trophy.
So many great points in this one.
This summer, watch the entire season at WTT.tv, presented by Geico.
World Team Tennis presented by Geico. The 43rd season, we're down to our 5th and final set. Darian King, Marcus Willis with the Aviators leading 18-16. Leaf, set it up for us.
Yeah, this is it's really set up beautifully. Both teams have won 2 sets. They've played a lot of tie breaks, so it's been very close, and just 2 games separating. So Rick Leach, if in a perfect world, he'd say to Darren King, well, if you can break Marcus Willis twice, we'll win the match, because you'll take the set 5-1, or maybe 5-2. But if you can break once, we could maybe force extended play or a super tie break. So if the Aviators, because they're ahead, if Marcus Willis wins a set, it is over. So
the folks having a great time here, Leaf.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? Not only the young kids, but even some of the adults are having a nice evening. And why not? The weather's perfect, the tennis is great.
And this is the 5th and final set. Darren King, Marcus Willis. The last time they played here, it was a super tiebreaker. And Willis found the way to go ahead and win against another guy named King, but not this one.
Yeah, it was Evan King.
Evan King. So Marcus Willis will start it. And a beautiful feathery touch of Marcus Willis. 120-mile-an-hour serve.
And Willis really enjoys and relies on the drop shot. Loves to attack short court.
And there you show that dreaded lefty, the lefty serve that just blows you off the court.
Yeah, that was nasty. That one had a blinker on it. It was turning left the whole way.
Only 98 mile an hour, but that thing was spinning at 140. And there's that left, an ace. Everything coming Willis's way right now. He can go look for wallets and might find some. 3-zip. Tried to go wide again on Darren King for Barbados. Goes to the body of King and returns that. It is now 3-1, Marcus Willis to serve. And coming to charge and to cash in is Marcus Willis, and he gets the first game.
And again, I feel in World Team Tennis, if you can be an aggressive player, attack, come to the net at the right times, you apply that pressure on your opponent to come up with something good. And I think Willis does a great job of that. You know, he comes forward at the right times. Otherwise, he keeps the ball in play. He really forces you to play a lot of tough tennis.
And good job by Darren King extending himself, and that time Marcus Willis not able to keep it in. What a great opportunity for Darren King. Doing a great job of varying those balls. Marcus Willis.
Yeah, and he also hit the net cord, which isn't too bad either.
Well, that was all planned.
Popped over King's racket.
It is.
King has to be feeling a little bit of pressure.
1-1. Just out. But is that a psychological thing when you get a player like that saying, you know what, I'm willing to go ahead and hit some lobs here?
Yeah, well, he tried to hit the winner. You know, King made a good deep approach shot, earned him the point.
2-1. Second serve. And good job by King handling the spin of Marcus Willis.
Yeah, and I think Coach Leach has, had a conversation with King, and he's saying, hey, he's going to throw a lot of spinning balls, just don't overplay it. And Barry's done a nice job there. He's the first player from Barbados to win an ATP match. That happened in 2017. Very talented athlete, very quick around the court. He'll lead that tonight. Get himself in good positions.
And that was an excellent service game on the part of Darian King. We're even in games in this set 1-1. It is now 19-17 is the overall score with Marcus Willis to serve. $119. Second serve. And good job by King. And you mentioned about his court coverage. He not only covered that, but did a nice job of keep staying really tight on that slice return.
Yeah, and I think he made a nice move after he played that ball. He came in, got to that short one very quickly.
Zip one. Great charge on the part of Marcus Willis.
Yeah, there's a time as a player, okay, I can't play a drop shot. You've got to do what the ball is telling you to do. And when you've got a high volley, you've got to hit it. He did just that and did it well.
Marcus Willis looks like a linebacker that moves well. And a big 124-mile-an-hour serve. Gives him a 2-1 lead now.
And that's where he's a tough player to match up against. Because first of all, hit just some shots that don't have any pace, and he throws in a big serve like that.
Marcus Willis, who played Roger Federer at Wimbledon. Oh, did he get it? No.
Just missed it. You could hear Hawkeye Live making the call. It's a computer-generated voice. You won't see any lines people sitting around this court. We've only got the man in the chair.
Oh, and they're blowing it up and just out. 2-2.
A little wide.
Second serve. That serve, and you can see King instinctively wanted to question that, and you can't.
Exactly. No, it's a good point, and that's one thing I like about the Hawkeye Live. You get on to playing. There's no reason to argue because you can't challenge the call that Hawkeye made.
3-2. Willis to serve. Wanted the tee. Second serve. And gets a double fall, 3-3.
A couple of those this game, so he's flirting with disaster.
King says he wants him to do it again from the same side.
Well, I think we're going to see what his favorite serve is, his most dependable serve. Will it be out wide? Will it be down the tee?
He'll go wide.
That was money, wasn't it?
See, I would have been in the stands trying to return that one, and it would have been like an express lane shot right down there.
I mean, but that's just clutch tennis.
It
It's
really
a siding point. He took a couple deep breaths, stepped up to the line, and just put the ball on the spot.
2-1 as the set score is now 20-17. Aviators in front, King to serve. Willis, one slice after another, and it's pretty much what you talking about, Willis? Right.
I was wondering when you were going to get to that.
But that was just beautiful. And that's that big windup of King. Wanted it all down that line and sends it wide. It is now zip 2.
It's interesting, too, because under pressure, as we see a little Geico timeout, Rick Leach is going to come out and talk to Darian King. And obviously John Lloyd's going to talk to Marcus. You know, the urge to hit a winner there, you have to resist that urge. Just put the ball deep in the corner, move the point in your favor. I mean, hitting a winner is not a strategy. You know, it's something you build up to in a point, but you can't do it when the time isn't right. And he just forced that.
Great point, Leafs. And now we'll see here. It is zip 2 with King to serve. 20-17 in favor of the Aviators. The overall score and set score, it is 2-1 in favor of the Aviators. Last time these guys got together, it was extended play. Just wanted to do with a little feathery touch, Marcus Willis. And that's a great thing with World Team Tennis. The losing player, if he keeps on winning, we keep on playing.
Right, the breakers are behind in the score. So if they win this set and they're still behind in total games, they go into an extended play and continue to play games. As long as King keeps winning games, he could force a super tiebreak. But if Willis wins a set, because San Diego is winning going into this event, it will be over.
Oh boy. That's many scenarios of World Team Tennis, and that's what makes it so exciting.
Now, you're never out of it.
If you like comebacks, folks, you're going to love this format.
But this could be all she wrote unless King is able to get this point. A break of serve could prove fatal for the breakers.
1-3. Second serve. And King there trying to get the big winner out. Sends it long. So it is now 3-1 with the Aviators out in front. 21-17 is the overall score. We'll be back with more here at the Costa Resort and Spa.
So you just walk around telling people Geico could help them save money on car insurance?
Yeah, that, and homeowners, renters, motorcycle and boat insurance.
Huh, that's nice. What happens when you catch a fish?
Geico, more than just car insurance. See how much you could save at geico.com.
I'm okay. In 1974, we founded a tennis league that was built on innovation, team spirit, and excitement. Now, 4 decades later, we're changing the game again and bringing World Team Tennis into the digital video age. This season, for the first time ever, you can stream every match from World Team Tennis on our new channel, WTT.tv, in high definition and completely free of charge. Check it out at WTT.tv.
The folks enjoying this great format. 2018 World Team Tennis presented by Geico. Marcus Willis to serve, leading 3-1 in this set. And a big 114-mile-an-hour serve extends Darian King.
Willis in his 3rd season. He played a couple years in New York and did a great job with the Empire. He's doing a great job again here in San Diego.
Jim Ault doing a great job in signing Marcus Willis because he has been money.
I'm not so sure about that. I thought, was it Ault who did that?
Sure it was.
Okay, he's the GM. Good man. Just kidding, Jim.
good job by King keeping that ball in the very middle where Willis had no angle.
Yeah, and King has to understand that Willis isn't going to hurt him. You know, he's not going to hit a huge ground stroke. Suddenly he's going to be out of position. So he has to be patient, very deliberate, and then find the moment when he can do some damage.
1-1. You would have bet your entire house that he was going to go to the left with that ball, but that is Marcus Willis defying the odds and executing to perfection.
Yeah, and that's where Willis can do some damage. He's got a pretty good forehand, so when he has time on the forehand, he'll hit it hard, come to the net, and he can usually finish with one volley.
2-1. Wanting to go wide on King, second serve. And good job by King putting it out of the reach of Marcus Willis.
Yeah, that was a brilliant shot because you felt with Willis coming forward, you wondered whether King would have the answer, and he did with that little angle back cross court. As you said, it's all about the math, the geometry. Can you find some space with an angle? Did on that occasion.
2-2. Great get by Darian King, shows you his foot speed, but the presence of Marcus Willis, cool, calm, collective, and effective.
Yeah, this guy's a drop shot dragon. They call a couple of European players that, and I think Willis is the British version. Plays the drop shot from everywhere.
3-2. Did he get it?
He got that one, and I think we'll see that Hawkeye will give us a replay of that one. It's going to land right on the line.
Beautifully done.
Exactly, and the Aviators now just a game away. These guys are still in the hunt. Remember, the Freedoms have one of the two spots to play for the King Trophy. Plenty of teams in the hunt to get that second spot. Can the Aviators grab it? If Willis wins this, they got a shot.
4-1 is the set score. It's 1-4 now with King to serve. 22-17 is the overall score in favor of the Aviators. Almost getting to that ball is Willis. Leaf, is Willis going to end up with arthritis with that? The way he hits that slice, I mean, I'm cringing watching him hit that.
Yeah, he slices the ball in half. It's like a razor blade he's using out there.
1-0.
He's very unconventional in his stroke production.
And good job by King maintaining his concentration on all those balls that are spinning, dipping, slipping, ripping. Two zip. The man from Barbados, Darian King, to serve. Second serve, 107 down the tee, the last one. That time, a different strategy by Will, now coming over the top.
Exactly. really plays against the grain. Just when you think he's going to play an underspin, suddenly hits a flat one. Pretty traditional approach. It worked.
2-1. And that sails long on that slice. 3-1 now for King.
Hawkeye Live showing us that it missed by that much. You know, this computer doesn't get one wrong.
Good job by King. Maintain that ball nice and deep, and now he's bringing it to now 4-2 is now the set score in favor of Marcus Willis. 22-18 is the overall score.
Remember, San Diego was leading 18-16 going into this final set, so with Willis and the Aviators winning this final set, it's over. So this is a game to clinch it.
Marcus Willis is going to rely on his serve. The fastest one he's dialed up has been 124 miles an hour tonight. Jamming him. 109 down the tee. Good job by King, sending it back in the middle of the court. Zip one. Willis showing you the heady play, going against the grain.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone in the building was thinking cross court, but Willis sees the game differently, plays it differently, finds space up the line. That was just money. And in his case, British sterling.
Great, I love that, British sterling. Willis now 1-1. Wanted the tee. And that's another great shot by Willis. You wonder if Willis has a little Rolodex to say, okay, how many different ways can I hit the ball?
And how many tactics does he have? He just dumped the ball short, and he surrendered the position to King. He allowed King to come forward, yet found a backhand pass. I mean, that was real pressure that he was feeling.
The Geico timeout here. Time for John Lloyd to talk it up here with his man, Marcus Willis. Rick Leach is talking to his man, Darian King.
Yeah, and I'm sure Leach is saying, hey, you're doing the right things. Just make sure you're patient, you're coming in on the right ball.
Geico timeout is up, and now it's time to let her rip.
And this is a tough court because Willis is up 2-1, and he's got the lefty. Does he go out wide? Let's see how King's going to defend this return. Yep, he was headed out that way. So King's got a shot now.
Second serve.
He had it. He had the shot to finish it, and he missed it badly wide. Oh, my.
If you play this game, it can happen to you. Because there it was. A sitter that looked like it was a sure point. Great job by Darian King, though, to run that down.
Yeah, he used his speed so well. He's earned this point. All he has to do is put that one in. And it looked like he took his eye off the ball. He looked at the target and not the ball. Oh boy, that hurts.
And you cannot do that on a ball that Marcus Willis hits to you. 3-1.
Match point for the Aviators.
Second serve. Marcus Willis, the man of the moment, comes through when his team needed him. Second time against the Aviators, and Marcus Willis has come through in big fashion to deliver the win for the Aviators. This match, so important to them to stay in the hunt for that #2 spot.
Yeah, that was just, you you use the word clutch, and you are tested under pressure, and Willis seems to find the answers.
This might be your forever mark most valuable player. Marcus Willis. Money, 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 money. And boy, he had to dig deep. He got in here against Darren King, who showed tremendous court coverage. The overall score is 23-18 in favor of the Aviators, the whole team. So we're going to wrap it up for you, so just stay right there. We'll be back to wrap it all up for you in just a moment.
I woke up in Memphis and told people about Geico. How they could save 15% or more by just calling or going online to geico.com. Sorry, are you gonna... Every time.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Give me a racket and watch me go. Because I won't come back the same.
Sometimes I'll come back with scratches and scrapes.
Or with stories of great shots
and close shaves.
Of wins for the history books.
And of losses I'll never forget.
But watch me smile.
Say good game.
And put my racket away for now, but not for good.
Because I'll have seen what I can do.
And I know greatness
is waiting.
Sign up with Net Generation, official youth tennis of the USTA.
Location. It's the single most important thing in real estate. Location ensures you land in just the right spot in your new community. Location is of paramount importance in real estate. And that's why you want to align yourself with a real estate agency that understands this. And Willis Allen does.
We hire the best and brightest agents. When you need a real estate firm, you want to work with nothing less than the best. Willis Allen Real Estate. Local roots, global reach for 100 years and counting.
WTT.TV has been brought to you by Wilson. Get the best gear in the game. By DecoTurf, official tennis court surface of World Team Tennis and the official surface of the U.S. Open since 1978. By Forevermark. Less than 1% of the world's diamonds are worthy of the Forevermark inscription. Forevermark, a diamond is forever. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save. Graphics provided by New Blue FX. Powered by JVC Professional Video.
The home team Aviators needed to win this game here at the La Costa Resort and Spa. 2018 World Team Tennis presented by Geico. There is your final score. The Aviators winning 23-18. Marcus Willis with a clutch performance, winning the singles, and also that team of Matkowski and Gronefeld, so solid.
Yeah, it really was a great performance by the home team. They delivered. There was pressure tonight, and if you look at the standings, you can see why. You know, Philadelphia has just been such a force. Philadelphia victorious earlier today over Washington. They went to 10-1. I mean, look at how strong they've been. But the Aviators get to 6-4. Instead of dropping to 5-5 and a possible three-way tie, they got 7, standing alone a half a game ahead of the Castles.
Now, for the Aviators, what bodes well for them is the fact that they have 3 matches coming up at home, and 1 match is in Orange County, which is really only a 45-minute drive up north. So not a lot of travel And I think that bodes well for this team to go ahead and try to get in there in that second spot.
Absolutely. I mean, Philadelphia is going to host the King Trophy Championship match. That one spot, though, who will Philadelphia face? I'll tell you, the Aviators just put themselves in a great position to maybe be that team.
So a great night of tennis, a great night of team tennis. That's what World Team Tennis is all about. I'm Ben Ricardo for Leaf Shires. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Good night, everybody. Good job, Ben.
Nice. Good job.
Still nervous about finding a new apartment?
Yeah, but popping these things really helps me relax. Please don't. I'm saving those for later.
At least you don't have to worry about renter's insurance. Just go to geico.com.
Geico helps with renter's insurance. It's good to know.
Been doing it for years.
That's really good to know. I'll check them out.
Get to know Geico and see how easy homeowners and renters insurance can be.